Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, yeah, just a new member join, and you did ask what I'm going to be doing, and it did actually remind me that I've not done a video this week. Like my outlooks are going to be not as much. I'm probably not going to do any this week just because I don't want any external distractions. I've got a data engineering exam on Friday, and I don't really know data engineering that well, but I am the king of cramming information into my brain. So hopefully I will be able to pass, but I need no distractions for the coming week. But I also need to keep my eyes in trading. My other screen's just going haywire at the moment. So basically, I'm just going to have a look at this week. What happened this week? We've been falling. I have noticed that. So we've got the weekly open Monday. There's your weekly open. Weekly open coming to the end of the month now. So looking at it from an objective standpoint. I wanted this to keep going up, to be fair. I know a lot of people have been saying short. The market's still been a bit all over. This month has been a bearish month. I was hoping this last week was just going to be like maybe come up here and just a bit of a form a bit of a wick, you know what I mean? I wanted it to form like a bit of a like a long wick like that. But that's not happened. I thought that'd be like a bullish sign to then reach for this zone up here, which I have been saying is probably going to get tapped into a lot, but hasn't yet been tapped into. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Threw me a bit, to be fair, looking at this. So we started the week bearish. Was there any way to get in this week? It looks at the moment, well, and maybe not. You've had a bit of a mess around here, then it's fell through. This is all raw for me. I've not really looked at the chart, so I just thought I'd jump on, do a video. This is what I'm going to try and do at least once, twice a week. Um, just to keep my eyes in. So nowhere really to trade from. Looking at the 4 hour, we know we've gone short. We've got these zones up here to trade from. So where can we go from? I'm not too sure. You could say this was a flip zone. Okay, so you've had a CPB, you've had a reaction in there, and now you've got a 4 hour flip. So if price does retrace up here in the week, then that's very good. But it's been absolutely free falling since Monday. 4 hour flip, where are you? There you are. Okay, so we've got that. So what's been happening even lower? The start of the week over here. Now, I might have got caught out on this, to be fair. I might have got caught out. You've had supply take control. We've also had suppliers take control here. You've had these demands. I suppose you could say these demands here were failing. You had like a reaction there, failed. You could say that were a flip zone coming to here. You've got another demand. Okay, well you've got like an FVG. So you could say that were a beautiful place to trade from. So you've got them reactions in there. Supply has been holding, all this has failed. But what has been happening, you're in this, I suppose you could say this initial reaction's not took control. You could say, okay, so we've had this demand hold, and then you've had a break here. You've had a break here, demand hold, and it kind of like come here, and then that's failed to break this zone here. If you know what I mean, if that makes any sense. So it's come down into this zone, it's gone up. Instead of breaking that and then coming down to this demand and then carrying up, it failed to break it. It's failed to break it, so it's gone down and it's trading to here. So ideally, that would have been a great shot. That would have been a great shot. Like I like to trade. I like But then again, I like a big stop. So ideally, 14 pip stop, covered Asia high, and then targeted maybe the previous week's low, target the bottom of the demand. Could have targeted a lot of things, but I would have been wary of taking that because it was in here. Now, in hindsight, obviously, we can all be the king of hindsight. Obviously, we had this initial reaction fail, and then supply take control and make this demand here fail. So that could have been beautiful. That's what you need to spot. So that's a great one for Monday. Coming into Tuesday, you know, it's how sometimes you don't need to go off the 15 minute. This is what I try and like. Obviously, you trade how you want to trade. I learned in Phantom, and the person who I learned from, mainly Tricky, is an absolute wizard on the 1 minute. He doesn't need to, he like drops down to the 1 minute, but he uses 4 hour and 15 minute to make his direction. And then he confirms on the 1 minute. I think a lot of traders, you get caught on the 1 minute because you think, oh, supply taking control, this is happening. When in reality, the 4 hour and the 15 minute aren't lining up. Like for me, the 15 minutes lining up bearish, yeah, but then the 4 hours bullish. So, and I wanted that iframe target. So I might have got caught out in that had I traded it. Tuesday, what can you say for Tuesday? There's not really much of anything that's happened that you could have got caught in. Bit of a rangy day. There's no like zones really to short from. Yeah, I don't really like this day. Not really. It's just in a bit of a box. It's just chilling out. And then today, what is that? How could you have caught that? I suppose, yeah, how could you have caught that? I suppose you could have, because you had like a break here. You had that break there. Did you have an entry model in here? And then this is when you drop down. So it's like, right, you've had a break there. Now do you have the 1 minute? We'll go to the 1 minute view, Solomon, if you're watching this. Now do you have an entry model? You know what I would love to do? I don't know if anyone would enjoy it, but I'd love to like jump on a back testing call, get like maybe five, six of us, and then start back testing. That'd be brilliant, that wouldn't it? So obviously, okay, 1 minute here, you've got your last point of demand here, supply. So you've had a kind of a reaction in there. You've had this reaction in here, so that's failed. It's gone up. So let's play some bars across. Nah, you want to be able to get in. I want to be able to get in anyway. I don't know if anyone else would. Could you have got in there? Could you say that was your because you've had like a trading down, trading up, trade up there, trade down, because you've had your trend, your extreme would have been here. This is just all hindsight. I would not have took this. So because you're playing that extreme, you could say this is a flip. And it did actually look like that's what it's played for. But would you have took that? I don't know. I don't know if I'd have took that. That's what I mean, getting caught up on the 1 minute. You can make excuses for every single trade you take. So would that have been a great trade? Probably not. That'd have been a risky trade. That'd have been like a C trade for me. And you could take that. Where's your liquidity? Nothing's really been swept. So I'd probably want to cover that low. Now have you got the pip range for the day? Like you're covering Asia high, you want that to break. So could just do a fixed 2R. Could just do a fixed 2R. See what happens. Obviously we know it goes up. Does it get a fixed 2R? I don't think it does. Yeah, well, I'm messing about with that. Yeah, that's terrible. Look at that. I'd have been fuming if I was trading that. Oh, we do get it eventually. We knew it happened because I've looked at it and I've seen it. So I'm not going to believe and be like, oh, yeah, that's what happened. All right, calm down, mate. What are you doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, take this off. Do it, Reading. Does Reading this. Use FX replay if you can afford it. I don't pay for it at the minute because I need to start doing back testing. So, yeah, okay, you could have got a fix to eye. You could say that was your low of the day. Well, that's Wednesday. That's Wednesday today. You could have, that would have been my argument. Was that the low of the day? It's happened in a demand zone. You did have a bit of a reaction, obviously, looking at the 1 minute. That's just me arguing a trade for the sake of it. Where would your target have been? Your target, you probably could have aimed for this, to be fair. The start of the FEG looks like the FEG was the catalyst that made it go down. It looks like it could have got involved in here, to be fair, if I jump to the 3 minute. So you've had it trading up, trading down. You haven't really had no reaction, it's just blasted through that. It's just blasted through that. So that's possibly like a lower time frame breaker. And then like a high. Not had no reaction really, but then boom. But supply still in control, so when it come down to here, I'd be thinking that we're maybe going to take control. What have you had fail? Yeah, it's a bit hard on this. It's a bit of a range day, then it's just shut down, so you can't really say oh for that. It's a bit of an hard one to go for. Lost me train of thought then. I thought I had someone outside. I'm not fully sure if I can. Someone about to bust in my house. Right. So I'm running at 11 minutes at the moment, so I'm probably not going to review EU for today. I don't want to have these videos waffle on for too long. I will take a quick look though. Could you have got more opportunity to get in there? The 15 minute. Suppose so, yeah. Could have said that. Could have been, yeah. Although I wouldn't have liked that because I like to see a double sweep. Yeah. Is it small? Yeah, 23 pips. I like to see a double sweep. If it's that small, we just swept all this. So I'm not going to go too much into Euro, but looking at this, really, I can't see many ways how you'd get in. So you've had a bit of a reaction here. It's a bit of an hard one. It's a bit of an hard one to get involved in because then you've got that. Was that going to take control? We're just absolutely free falling at the moment. So, yeah, not fully sure on Euro. Maybe have to look at it a bit more in depth. But like I say, don't want to waffle on too long. Looking forward for GU anyway. What I would like to see is just some zones where you're going to get in and trade. Like it's took all this out now. You've had all this. So where's your target? You've had all that taken. So where's your target going to be? Suppose you could wait for it to retrace back up to here. Because there's no liquidity in the leg, you'd want to see that get swept. I'd want to see it sweep that, to be fair. And then maybe if it is going to come down, then come down like that. We'll see. Oh, no. Is it still recording? Right. Rest. I've got two laptops. I've got my work laptop and this, and where delete is on my work laptop, it's where the off button is on this one, so I'm just pressed it off. So yeah, maybe see something like that. If it's going to reverse, it's more than likely gonna make some like zones to trade from. Like it might like go up here, then break down, then come up, and that's maybe probably where you're gonna start getting your shorts from. Something like that. So you're gonna have like your little breaks of structures in here. Then have like your breaks of structures, then boom. Something like that. That's what I want to see. Oh, it's gonna come up here. We don't know yet. We will see. But yeah, like I say, you probably won't look at the charts this week. Don't want any more distractions than what I already have. So I will leave it at that. Might do another video today. If people are interested, like I would love to do live streamings. I like to absolutely chat knackers on my laptop. So if you would like live streaming, things like that, and there's a few of you, I'd like to do it. If not, I'd just like to jump on a video, waffle on for 10 minutes about the markets, hopefully help someone along the way. Although to be fair, if you have been in this group a bit, you know my trading was immaculate last year, and it's not as immaculate this year, and it's probably not as immaculate just because I've got other stuff going on. Lost a bit of my mojo. I don't know. I'm gonna start doing back testing. Like say if we can all jump on a back testing call, that'd be good as well. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I would like to do stuff with this group, put it back. Remember, guys, it is the 1st of August in a couple of days, and what I'm going to do is just reinvest every penny that comes into this group into like giveaways and that, because it was never my idea to make money from this group. I'm not doing it to be a mentor or anything. I just want people to have good sound knowledge, like a decent trading group, no scammers. As soon as there's a scammer, you're getting kicked out. So I just want a bit of peaceful for a training community that's free, near enough. Give a bit back, have people enjoy it. So yeah, see you on the next video, and wish me luck for my exam on Friday because I'm gonna try and absolutely wing it as I always do. See you later.